Don't you just hate this daily routine? You wake up in the morning.
Mornings suck.
You take a shower.
This is such a waste of my time.
You brush your teeth.
This is so boring.
You make your breakfast.
Need a girlfriend to do this.
You get dressed.
I hate office jobs.
But then I hear a horn. I realize it is Monday and that means Raw is on. I must appreciate this day before it is all gone. I can do anything and today will be awesome! The champ, CM Punk, will probably kick some bum.
Mondays suck and so does pro wrestling.
Are you serious, bro? Woo! 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 Ah! Ah!
Did this fool really think he was gonna pull that on me? Not when there is a 3-hour special of Raw to see. Now, I'll be a gentleman and I will help this guy up. Ha! I'm only kidding. I'm gonna, yes, lock this slut. Look, as he cries and screams nothing but yes, 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 yes. I'm pretty sure all of this proves that Mondays are the best. The 30-second Smackdown Recap.
Daniel Bryan tells off AJ, who is then disqualified for using her new finisher, the period punches. Hunico jobs to the Funkosaurus and his little brother. Titus and Young are signed to SmackDown, who defeat the Usos. Del Rio legitimately defeats the Big Show. I realize Ryback produces the best promos through his opponent. Regal lives the dream of every single Englishman. I still want Cody Rhodes' coat. And Big Show, Sheamus, and Orton defeat Henry, Rhodes, and Bryan. Henry had the trifecta of finishers put on him. It's a 3-hour special. The show opens up with a contract signing supposedly between Cena and Lesnar.
Teddy Long, what are you doing? I didn't tell you to go out there. Lesnar isn't here. But tonight is people power.
Cena basically looks like he's gonna cry the whole time. Not only is it a 3-hour special, it's a special appearance by my favorite superstar. Edge comes out and basically tells Cena he's gotta slap 3 things. So the first match of the night is Kofi versus Jericho. Kofi has the upper hand on most of this match, and before they cut to that first commercial break, he does a pretty awesome suicide flip over the top rope. Kofi delivers so much offense in this match, you gotta be thinking, how is Jericho going to win? Oh yeah, Kofi messes up one time, and the match is pretty much over. It was a massive code breaker though. Kofi did do one move I don't think I've ever seen, which was a crossbody to somebody's back. And for 2 weeks in a row, Kofi taps. Jericho delivers an extreme promo after his match. As this fellow said, those are some harsh words. Now Punk shows us what he's gotten from Chris Jericho, and we all know what it is. I can't afford a nice little basket. I hate doing liquor straight. Chasing's for sissies. I'll chase it with James. I will say that I've never wanted to be Josh Matthews before, but I do now. He got a whole bunch of free liquor. Next we have R-Truth versus Lord Tensai. I'm gonna go on record here saying I really miss the heel R-Truth. I want to have a ceremony for Lil Jimmy. That's how much I miss the heel R-Truth. Please, everybody, tweet R-Truth, because with our voices and our tweets, we can be heard around the world. When you put the raw loaf in there. so dumb. Finally, we learned what Tenzai means. It means destruction. Detroit, I'm not happy with you. It took you over a half hour to get a yes chance. No good. I'm just wondering if any of you can see something different with my hand. Good job. You're a better referee in my eyes. I hope they do this really soon, but put up the Funkosaurus against Tenzai. Everybody knows I want Cody Rhodes' trench coat, but if I could get Kane's mask on top of that, the women would all want me.
Oh, Sean, you're so sexy. You make me horny long time.
So Kane comes out, and I'm just gonna say I think Kane talks too much. If he is going to talk, he should just remain in the back, because him in the ring, it's not working. And Orton pops up on the Titantron, and I think he's doing something to Undertaker, which would have been great. But he's got Paul Bearer wrapped up and tied into a wheelchair, and he pushes him into a freezer, and Kane absolutely saves the promo by saying this guy is his father. So Alberto Del Rio comes out. I want his shirt so bad, but not as bad as this guy. Michael Cole said that Del Rio was moved to SmackDown, but what does that even matter with this Raw / SmackDown Super Show? Keep them separate, get storylines straight, make a better program. WWE. Oh, the world just find out I'm better at business than WWE. That's not true. So for 2 weeks in a row, we get to see Khali's amazing wrestling ability. He did switch it up a couple times because he did hit the knee and his arm did go a little lower. So after Khali gets done chopping everything, the rest of the match is pretty much Big Show getting his knee taken out. He fell over the top rope and Ricardo Rodriguez pretty much by himself broke the Big Show's knee. Rhodes puts on the figure 4 on Big Show, and the first thought I have is, wow, that's the biggest figure 4 ever. And immediately after I think that, Lawler thinks, wow, that's the biggest figure 4 ever. I think Lawler pretty much remembers the time in Rosemont, Illinois when I saw him at the bar, and I waved at him, and he gave me a thumbs up. Great minds think alike. Del Rio leaves the match after Big Show chest slaps him. Is Del Rio turning face? And Big Show wins with a big choke slam on Cody Rhodes. So we get a United States Championship match, not even in the pay-per-view. 30 minutes prior to the pay-per-view on Extreme Rules on Sunday, live on YouTube, you can see Santino Marella face The Miz for the belt. And why this isn't in the actual pay-per-view, I do not know. Why The Miz is getting a shot, I do not know. I do not know anything. Jericho tells Johnny Ace that he needs to give Punk a field sobriety test. Surprisingly, Laurinaitis says, no, we gotta think about the legal action Punk may take. But he doesn't have Botunga. So I don't know how far Punk would get, because Botunga, Harvard lawyer? That's all muscle, bro. That's all muscle in the form of books, bro. I'm gonna take you to court soon. Ace tells the best dancer in the world he has the responsibility of firing Punk if he is intoxicated. Josh Matthews comes out to ask Brock Lesnar a question why he wasn't there earlier today, and apparently he started drinking that alcohol that Punk gave him because for some crazy reason Matthews decided to like step in front of Lesnar. And then, to my knowledge, Matthews gets his first bump ever taken from Brock Lesnar by throwing him into a steel cage. Josh Matthews, congratulations. You are pretty much dead. Now we finally get the Divas match that Nikki Bella earned by defeating Beth Phoenix a whole 3 weeks ago. And then Eve comes out and makes it a Lumberjill match. So it's actually gonna be longer than a minute. Apparently, the Lumberjills are just deciding not to do their job tonight, which makes me think and we have a new Divas champion, the Bella Twins. Beth Phoenix got her knee hurt and that's why she lost. But if the Divas would have been doing their jobs, it wouldn't have happened. Women. You can tell Punk has obviously never been drunk a day in his life. He had to say the alphabet backwards and walk the line, 2 of which he failed. Teddy Long told him to give his belt to Jericho. Punk said, hold on 1 second. ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKH. Oh wait. Oh, I tried. JEFFJARRETT. Ric Flair. Punk did mess up the ST. He did flip those around. That's like the easiest, because my name starts with S, Punk. How dare you? That's letter number 19, Punk. The next match is the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus versus Mark Henry, with special guest referee. Yes. 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 Yes! Does Sheamus even make $500,000 in a year? Mark Henry gets the biggest bro kick I think I've ever seen, and he sold it like a true champion. And this is how the match ended. So Epico and Primo versus Zack, Ryder, and Santino. The tag team champions didn't even get an entrance. If anybody gets me a date with Rosa Mendez, all I'm gonna do is this the whole night. And that's not like with her being in the bed. I'm just gonna walk like that everywhere I go with her. If there's one thing you've learned from this match is to never ever drop kick Santino and not expect a Cobra Strike afterwards. And he gets the pin. Are you serious, bro? Ryder didn't lose a match and he beat the tag team champions with Santino, and it was a non-title match, and the tag team champions keep losing to tag teams that aren't even tag teams, and they're still champions. Again, I'm gonna say, it turns out I'm a better businessman than WWE. I think if it's twice, it's better than white on rice. Kane pretty much shows us that he should be torturing people instead of the CIA. AW's out to pretty much represent everybody in the whole WWE. Next up, we got the Funkosaurus and his little brother facing Team 4G. The match starts off with Ziggler on his knees and calling for Hornswoggle. He tries to kick Hornswoggle in the face, and I was embarrassed to be a wrestling fan. And then the Funkosaurus comes in and dominates Team 4G. Vicky Guerrero comes in and slaps the Funkosaurus, causing a disqualification. She then tries to dance for them, and then Hornswoggle bites her in the butt. I know every man in America wishes they could do the same. Cougar. But this whole time I'm just thinking, what happened to Team 4G? Did they evaporate? Swagger and Ziggler just disappeared, never to be seen. What happened? Finally, we get this contract signing we've been hearing about for the last 3 hours. Lesnar and Laurinaitis are out there, Cena's music hits, and no Cena show. Lesnar comes up with the absolute most ridiculous demands I've ever heard in my life, but he did have my favorite one, which if you saw the opening of the show when the Raw Loaf popped up, you know what that was. And I really hope that actually comes true. And Vince McMahon is going to appear next week. I'm going to say 100% chance for sure, because he's not gonna like the fact that Lesnar's got his jet now. And I love his strut. And there was no Pier 6 brawl. It's kind of upsetting to end it, but it kind of made me want to watch Extreme Rules even more. Thank you for tuning into this monumentous, extra large sized episode of The Raw Loaf. I really hope that you will take the time, the whole quarter of a second it takes to move your mouse over down to that little thumbs up button and click like. Maybe you can click the share button right next to it and share it with the world, because you have no idea how happy I would be with you if you did. I want at least 200 views for this, just because that opening is going to take forever to edit. I haven't edited it yet. I'm not going to get enough sleep tonight. That's your fault. No, I'm just kidding. That's my fault. But if I can place the blame on you, and if you can take the blame, I would be very excited. Please retweet the show when I tweet it. Comment, share, like. Have a good night.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one isn't gonna. That one's scary.
That's an actual body slam. I can do anything, and today will be awesome. Oh, dude, that hurt. Like, I hit my eye. I've never been hit in the eye with an empty can.
Oh, that was pretty funny. That was awesome.